Hello everyone, my name is Israel. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the brand new series on Angular 8. So let's get started. So what is Angular? Angular is a JavaScript framework typed based on open source TypeScript web application framework created by Google and by a community of individuals and companies. So there's two kind of Angular 1, that was Angular 1X, which is like um, the first Angular, and then there's Angular 2, and up at this moment, the current as of May 2019 would be Angular 8, completely rewritten on Angular 8 framework. So AngularJS was released in 2010, Angular 2 released in 2014, and now we are in Angular 8. Features with Angular: modern web platform capabilities with high performance testing. We use Karma for unit testing. Accessibilities: application with IRA enabled components and testing infrastructure. Start building Angular application with command line tools. Angular has it's called CLI, command line tools. Receive feedback with popular editor like VS Code. There's many other code editors, but I use VS Code. It's cross-platform, native and desktop application. It uses we can use it for phone applications as well as desktop application. So the fundamentals of Angular. So we look at ng modules. Angular has many modules, so we use ng modules for it. Components. So everything in Angular applications are components. Services, metadata, template, directives, data binding, routing, dependency injections, and many more. So how do we get started with Angular? First, we have to install several dependencies like Node.js, npm Node Package Manager, and Angular CLI. So how do we get started with Angular knowledge? We need to have at least a basic of JavaScript, ES6, and basic of HTML and CSS. So today we're going to look at how can we install it in our system. So most importantly, we really have to read the doc file. It's really important to find out how we can get started and the local setup and everything. So let's go to our terminal. So we have our folder set up, so we do, but make sure we have npm in our local. So I have that, and node, we check it, and then see the version of it. Okay, and then now we go to npm install G for global, add Angular CLI. Okay, now we have Angular. The second step we need is to create a workspace. So we do ng new, create a new folder. We can name it whatever we want. I name it my app. And then, would you like to add Angular routing? Sure, yes. Either CSS or a CSS. We choose a CSS, and now we have created our Workspace application. Okay, now after creating our workspace, we go to our application folder, cd my app, and then if you want to open the code editor, we do code space, and then now this is our application. So we're gonna be working on a source file under app. Okay, and then this is our file. Let me expand it. So we have HTML file, which is called a roots folder. This is how we start our Angular application. So we have app module ts and app component ts, app component HTML, and then a CSS. It might be confusing for you when you get started, but it's really good idea to understand the main files first. So as I explained it to you earlier, this is the Angular file that we use. Actually, it's TypeScript. So okay, and this is how we have imported component from Angular core, and this is called a metadata decorator. So we have app.component.html, which is this file here, and style URLs, app.component.css, which is this file. So all these files are under app folder. Okay, let's go to our terminal, new, and then let's just write ng serve. Okay, that's gonna open up our Angular application. It's compiling it. Okay, so this is our brand new application on Angular 8. This is what it looks like. I think it's a new platform, new page is opening in localhost 4200. Okay, let's go back to our editor. So this is component.ts file. So we bring in components. This line here, selector, it comes from the app root, which is the main index HTML file, which is this one. So don't worry about it if you don't understand it. So now let's take a look at the app module.ts. So all the files coming from here, which is the main component file, the ng module, it has three lines that we have to use. So the declaration, imports, and then providers and bootstrap. This is to bootstrap the application itself. And this is what I wanted to show you. For the next video, we'll go to our main Angular components and how to compile all the file to work on our UI design. Thank you so much.